hello again. Alright, so, this video was meant to get back at a certain video called The Average Loudhouse Fan versus the Average Animaniacs Enjoyer. And I sometimes like to troll other users just to get back at them and see what they think. Yeah. It's a similar thing I share in common with That Junkman. I sometimes like to troll other users, and like That Junkman, my childhood icons were also troublemakers themselves. Yeah, you got a Angelica Pickles. Yeah, she's an antagonist, but she was still one of my childhood icons. Although Tommy was my favorite. But more notably, you got Timmy Turner, that well, sometimes likes to cause trouble with his wishes. But he still tries his best to follow the rules. You know, that book in Fairly Odd Parents that you must keep in order to, well, yeah. I've always had in my nature to basically troll other users on the internet, because sometimes you need a giggle. And trolls are the kind of users that you can't take seriously. Yeah, I basically learned from That Junkman, and he's pretty much right. You just can't do anything except laugh. And I'm gonna put down the 3 reasons why the average Loudhouse fan is way better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer. Let's go! Alright, I forgot to mention that, well, please don't take this video seriously, okay? It's made with one purpose in mind, to get back at, say, one specific video. Please don't get offended, okay? And don't take anything in this video seriously. It's all just fun and games. It's just a disclaimer. Trolling should never be taken seriously because, well, people are just doing it for the lulz. Alright, the first reason why the average Loudhouse fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer is, well, the community is at times pretty nice. Yeah, I've been with the several Loudhouse fans, and they are some of the nicest people that I have ever met. Yes, there are some really toxic people in the fandom, but that's pretty much commonplace of any fandom. You get some bad people and some good people, just like in any fandom, and the Loudhouse fandom has some of the nicest and most well-respected people out there, and I really find the Loudhouse community to be great. You definitely get a lot of friends when you're in the Loudhouse community, and, well, I'm even best friends with several people. Yeah. I like to give a huge shout out to Chris Neon Laws. Yeah, he does have some mental issues, but he has had a nice side. He's a good person, and it goes to show that the Loudhouse community is definitely a lot better than certain people take it for granted. Yeah. The Loudhouse has some good people and bad people, just like any fandom, and, well, the bad people are usually what brings a fandom down, but it shouldn't be looked at by just that one side. It just goes to show that people on the internet should be more respectful of what other people like, and everyone should respect each other's interests. But that'll never happen though, because it's the internet. Alright, on to the next reason why the average Loud House fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer. Let's go! The next reason why the average Loud House fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer is, well, the role-playing community is huge and vast. Yeah. People can come up with some rather imaginative roleplays. Yeah, people in the Loud House fandom can come up with some rather imaginative roleplays, and you get to have a lot of fun with the scenarios in the Loud House role-playing community. It's all fun and games, really. Yeah, and several Loud House roleplayers that I've been with have their own interests. Some like simpler roleplays, and some like a more detailed roleplays that are, well, while they do have some problems, I don't really mind them that much. I just prefer the simpler roleplays because you gotta have some fun and some roleplaying. Yeah, lots of ideas are cast in the Loud House role-playing community, and you can definitely find a great role player. As long as you roleplay with someone in the Loud House community, it's gonna be an A+. Well, that usually goes with a lot of role-playing communities, but with the Loud House community, it's easily one of the best. And the Loud House, believe it or not, actually has a better role-playing community than some franchises that I've encountered. Yeah, if you're a fan of the Loud House and you haven't roleplayed yet, well, give it a chance. There's roleplays in the Loud House for everyone of all ages. And it all depends on your preferences. Some might prefer safer, more family-friendly RPs, while some might prefer naughtier roleplays. It all depends on your tastes. And it's very great that a lot of people in the Loud House role-playing community have fun. Especially some of my friends. And I gotta be honest here, the Loud House role-playing community is easily one of the best role-playing communities I've ever come across. And yeah, I really thought that the Loud House was just gonna be another kid's show of dumb toilet humor. But it's just more than that. It's more than that. It's actually got some jokes, yeah. Believe it or not, it's got some jokes that won't get over kids' heads. But I'm not going to tell you, because I don't want this video to be demonetized, okay? Alright, on to the third and most important reason why the average Loud House fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer. Alright, let's talk about it. Alright, the third and most important reason why the average Loud House fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer is the vast array of content, well, mostly fan content for the Loud House, and memes. Loud House memes. Yeah. The Loud House has one of the biggest selections of fan content on YouTube. You get like several fan-made videos, and heck, you even got some original fan content from the certain content creators, and it's really huge, and people have come up with some imaginative stuff. Same thing goes with the fan art. There's like a lot of great fan artists out there, and heck, I even commissioned some of the I've even commissioned some art from some of them, and they're really great. You can come up with a lot of imaginative ideas for Loud House art, whether if they're safe for your family or, well, really naughty and you want to keep it away from any of your family members. But mostly go for the safe stuff. I do like the naughty stuff as well, to be honest, but I'm not going to go further into detail because I don't want this video to be demonetized, okay? Yeah, and there's also a lot of funny Loud House memes. Yeah, so Loud House is one of the best meme communities out there, and hopefully in the future it'll become as prevalent with memes as Gumball has ever did. And people ship Lincoln with Ronnie Ann a lot. And of course there's also a lot of grosser ships as well, but don't want to get this video demonetized, okay? So yeah, very vast selection of fan content in the Loud House. And with a family this huge, they most definitely deserve the honor of having a lot of fan art and a lot of fan-made content. Yeah, and I've always been happy with Loud House fan art. I'm happy with what I got. I'm sorry, man, but I really can't ship any of the Gumball characters. I know, yeah, Gumball is a good show, to be honest, but I'm not a furry fan, okay? It's the same problem I have with Animaniacs. You just can't ship animals, because, well, you'll feel guilty doing so. Well, at least I would. At least with the Loud House characters, they're human beings. And human beings are okay in my books. Yeah, just don't go into the nitty-gritty or my video gets demonetized. Yeah, so those are 3 reasons why the average Loud House fan is better than the average Animaniacs Enjoyer. And to be brutally honest, this is an unpopular opinion, but the Animaniacs reboot sucks. It's not very good. I'd much rather watch Glitch Tex or even Amphibia or the Owl House than the reboot of Animaniacs. But that's pretty much commonplace with any reboot of any classic show. You're just not going to expect the same level of quality as with the original. You see, it was hyped up, but when you actually watch the Animaniacs reboot, it's not as good as you would imagine. It's a lot like the Powerpuff Girls reboot and how it was really, really bad, and even the original Powerpuff Girls series was great in comparison. So yeah, the moral of the story is, well, a lot of times reboots are just ain't gonna do you good. All reboots, all modern day reboots do is, well, just like those new tag teams, they remind people of an original version of the show that they should be watching instead of the lamer reboot of the classic show that they should have been watching. To put it into perspective, people should be better off watching the original version of the show instead of having to put up with the crappier imitation. Yeah. Did any of these companies take hints from the Coca-Cola company with New Coke? The newer stuff sometimes just isn't as good as the original. This will probably be the case with the Loud House reboots in the far future, when it eventually gets made in the 2050s. It's just not gonna have the same ring to it. Yeah, and reboots just cater on nostalgia. So, yeah, this video was, like I said, shouldn't be taken seriously, and was made with the sole intent of getting back at one video, and also it was made with the sole intent of creating a hashtag. Animaniacs Reboot sucks. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Animaniacs Reboot sucks. So, if you got a problem with that, well, you need to get a life, man. I'm sorry, but you need to get a life. You need to get a better life than just sitting around on your computer complaining about stuff all day and getting offended at genders or some stupid stuff like that. Again, please don't get offended. This video isn't meant to be taken seriously. It's just for fun. Alright, so yeah. The Loud House is a better show than I thought, and its community is definitely, well, with its flaws, one of the best out there. And I really enjoy being friends with fans of one boy and 10 girls. Alright, see you later, guys, and peace out.